Okay, guys, so in this video, we're going to talk about Latin American Airlines, ticker symbol LTM. So the reason why I'm making a video on this stock is I noticed there was a ton of volume on yesterday's trading session on Tuesday, and a lot of people have bought this stock. So you guys are familiar with a very cool tool called Robin Tracks. You guys can use it to see what people are buying on Robinhood. And since up to 40% of you guys watching this video right now trade on Robinhood, it's been an excellent indicator to figure out exactly what stocks people are buying and selling. And I know that, guys, because I posted a YouTube poll and around 40% of you said you use Robinhood. So if we check that out really quick. Okay, so here we are on Robin Track, guys. So I'm actually gonna .net. So I'm actually gonna put this link in the description. I've been meaning to do this. I'm gonna start listing all of the resources that I use in these videos. So just so you guys really quickly give you guys heads up, this is TradingView.com, and I use RobinTrack.net. So why this is so great? Well, there's a tab here called Popularity Changes, and you can change the time period. And what it lets you see is it lets you see which stocks people are buying the most. So as we see, number one was Genius Brands. That stock has went up a ton, and when I posted about that stock, guys, that stock was just around, I believe, just around $2, and now that stock is already doubled. So congrats for you guys that purchased it. I purchased some shares as well. Wish I had bought more. But so number two is LTM. So LTM, as we can see here, over 10,000 people have bought the stock just yesterday, and the ownership has increased to 38,000, guys. But I think this is a really dangerous situation to be in because this company filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. So let's go to that article as well. So as we can see, we're on Skipped. So it says Latin American Airline LATM files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. So as you can see here, it says Latin America's largest airlines group, LATM Airlines, on Tuesday that the company and its affiliates in Chile, Peru, Colombia, Ecuador, and the U.S. have filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. We have implemented a series of difficult measures to mitigate the impact of this unprecedented industry disruption, but ultimately this path represents the best option. So as you can see here, it's kind of weird too because Delta actually was the biggest shareholder in this company, and they had paid for a $1.9 billion stake, which is 20% during the better times couple while ago. And yeah, so this company is Chapter 11, guys. This is not a good sign. So basically what's going on is they have a ton of liabilities, around $50 billion in liabilities according to the U.S. Bankruptcy Court and Southern District of New York. So what does this mean, guys? How does this affect you guys? Well, I think it's really important to realize why this stock has gone up. So now that we've cleared this out of the way, why this is such a bad investment, let's talk a little bit more about why you want to avoid this stock in general. So if we take a look at the year-to-date chart, we can see that there's been way up on a lot of volume, but the stock is absolutely down. It's down around 83%, guys. Okay, so first of all, this is just a bad investment in general because this company is overwhelmed with debt, and they're filing for Chapter 11. So what Chapter 11 means is that they're just going to restructure their debt, guys, but most likely this stock is no longer going to be trading under this ticker symbol. Usually what they do with companies like this is they issue them a new ticker symbol, and they usually attach a Q to the end. So the best example of that would be JCPenney. So I'm going to pull that up for you guys really quick. Okay, so here's a great example. As you can see here, JCPenney is currently trading on the OTC markets with the ticker symbol JCPNQ. But for you guys who are familiar with the stock earlier, they used to trade on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol JCP. So this is most likely what's exactly going to happen with Latin American Airlines. This company is probably going to be delisted, and they are going to be trading under a new ticker. Okay, so this is another New York Stock Exchange listed company that is probably going to suffer the same fate as JCPenney. So I think it's really dangerous that so many people are buying this stock now, perhaps not really understanding why it's going up in the first place. So I think one of the reasons why the stock is going up is simply because a lot of short sellers have been forced to cover their positions. So as you can see here, short selling is basically where you're borrowing shares of a stock, betting that it's going to go down. So a lot of times what happens is something called a short squeeze, which basically means that when the stock starts going up, the short sellers have to buy the stock to cover their positions. Otherwise, they're going to suffer massive losses. So I just want to make sure that people out there realize that this is not a good investment. This uptrend that we've seen here since earnings were released. This is This is a fake out. This is not based on any fundamentals or anything like this. This company is going to be bankrupt, and they're probably going to be issued on a new ticker symbol. So what does that mean for shareholders? Well, you're going to lose your investment. So I just didn't really like to see so many people buying this stock and kind of maybe not really understanding what's going on with the company. So I decided to make this short video to give you guys some more heads up. But so I'll just close things out here, guys. I would say stay away from LTM. There's many other stocks that you can trade and get the same upside. As I mentioned earlier, Genius Brands is one of the best stocks to buy right now. They're coming out with their new cartoon channel on June 15th, and that's going to be a huge day, and it's going to be really awesome to see how the market responds to that. And as you can see here, guys, there's some other companies that you can find on robintrack.net, DraftKings, Work, and Nikola Motors. These are all companies, even Zoom. So these are companies that I would say are much better long-term investments because they're not filing for bankruptcy. But this is kind of the odd man out. So just be careful here, guys. And that's why I made this video. So that's it for now, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more information. I'll be covering basically stocks, so the most popular traded stocks, and I think stocks that have the potential to grow and make you money. So that's it for now, guys. Until next time, take care.